September 13th, 2022. The Broncos just lost to Monday Night Football.
Is that the 13th? Wait, is today the 14th?
September 13th, 2022. The Broncos just lost Monday Night Football. Did you watch the game, Dylan?
Not one bit.
You didn't watch the game one bit?
I didn't see a single.
You're lucky then. You're lucky because
I saw the score.
I watched every single second of that game. So I'm watching this game. So Seahawks get ball first. In my mind, I'm like, cool, pick six coming. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They score first drive, and you know what? Gino looks good. We made him look good, bro. And here's my problem with that, because Drew Lock's a backup. I saw him smile, but like, he wasn't happy. You know when you're the backup on a team and you're like, the guy ahead of you's doing good, and you're gonna be like, yeah, because it's all for the team. Mm-hmm. But in your head, you're like, I hope he breaks his leg. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I bet he's thinking. But I mean, so here's they go down. They score on a blown coverage play. Happens. I mean, not if I'm in coverage, but when you got like some of those. Anyway, so they score, and in my mind, I'm like, it's all right. We'll go down there, score 7. We have a pretty good drive. We score 3. It's not bad. But then they continue to play better than us. And then it was just underwhelming the whole game. The only way I can describe that game is underwhelming. And like, our defense was playing bad. We couldn't tackle. I got a call from my friend, and we're talking on the phone, and we're yelling at people, each other mostly. I heard he was driving. He yelled at some Seahawks fan he saw on the road. It was pretty funny, actually, because they did like a Broncos sticker, and the guy was like, your quarterback sucks. He was like, fuck you. It was pretty sick. And so I was like, that's pretty awesome. And then we're talking on the phone watching the game, and that must have been bad luck, because when we're on the phone, 2 fumbles at the 1 yard line happened. Melvin Gordon has a ball. He's RB2 in my opinion. I like him a lot on Twitter, but he's funny. But you know what I mean? Like, he fumbled the one. He reached for his 4th down and goal. Happens. Now Javonte, his fumble at the goal line was hard to watch because Javonte's on my fantasy team. So
how many turnovers?
We had about 2. 2 turnovers.
Oh yeah, I thought you were making it sound like it was gonna be way worse.
But they're both at the 1 yard line.
Ooh. So
we should have scored. And the second half they played bad. You know what also bugged me a little bit? You looking at? You know what also bugged me a little bit? What bugged me a little bit was Gino's press conference. I mean, it's kind of funny actually. I actually respected it. I'll tell you what really bugged me. But Gino was talking about. He's like, I heard they wrote you off this offseason, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, they wrote me off, but I ain't right back. It's kind of hard, actually. It's kind of hard, but...
Oh, man.
Don't check your phone in the middle of my rant.
I'm putting on mute.
Okay. In the middle of a rant. And here's what I really hated. There were some problems in the game. So we're driving. We have 4 minutes and 3 timeouts to win the game. We only need a field. We're down by 1 point. All we need is a field goal to win.
1 point. That's all
1 point. A field goal to win. We're at the 20. It's reasonable. You gotta go 40 yards and we can kick a field goal to win. We go like 10 yards, dude. We're going like nothing. Using all the time. Judy dropping passes. We're getting lucky with some catches and some ball stuff. So we throw a play, 3rd and 14. It's 3rd and 14, right? Throw a second play. It's now 4th and 5. So here's our options at 4th and 5. Kick a 64-yard field goal. People usually kick about 55 max.
Yeah, it's impossible.
The record's 65. 65 or 67 is the record.
It's basically impossible.
It's not impossible, but it's like, it ain't going to happen.
It's the Broncos. It's impossible.
If we're in Denver, this is reasonable. We're in Denver, it's pretty good, actually. It's good, high sea level, whatever. That's where most records are set.
Right.
But we're in Seattle. And so either kick a 64-yard field goal or have our quarterback we pay $245 million get us 5 yards for the game. So 5 yards from a quarterback we're paying $250 million. $250 million, sorry.
Yeah.
Or kick a 64-yard field goal, an almost impossible field goal. We kicked the field goal. Now tell me, you should see my face watching them kick this field goal. I'm sitting there and I'm like on the phone. I'm like, why are they calling timeout? You know what I'm saying? Just go for it on 4th. I'm like, why are they calling it at 45 seconds? Why are we calling it at 20 seconds? What are we doing? And I see them call timeout, and I'm like, all right, smart. I get it. They want us to throw one more play, call timeout, kick a field goal, so they have no time on the clock.
Just a little closer.
So they have no time. Yeah, a little closer. They have no time on. So they have no time on the kickoff. No, we're just kicking a field goal with 20 seconds left, 64 yards. And I see them trotting out McManus, who I like McManus, and I'm just like, there's no mames.
How close? So
they ice him first, and he kicks it, and he's so far wide right. I'm like, all right, they saw that wide right kick, and they're about to pull him and just make us throw it. They don't pull him. So now they're just kicking him. They're kicking again. They kick again, dude. They kick, and it's going. I'm watching the Manning cast with Shannon Sharp. Hilarious. It's going. It looks straight. It looks straight, and I'm like, no way. He's making it. It curves right. Or curves left, whatever it is. It does it like that.
So it reached?
It reached. It was.
Damn.
It had like. It probably could have gotten 70.
Wow.
So he went wide left, though, barely. And I'm sitting there, and then I'm like, we lost, whatever. And here's what really bugged me, is that we have no chance at winning. We have all 3 of our timeouts, or 2 of our timeouts. All Seattle has to do is kneel the ball once, and they win the game. For some reason, we call our timeouts after they kneel, just like make the game longer out of pettiness. It was dumb. You know what? Because I was like, Hackett's a cool guy. He's a nice guy. This is like petty and like childish, and I was like, this is stupid. I mean, it's not like he's gonna fumble the snap. It was just dumb, and it was like, for the first time as a head coach, I was kind of like pissed. Not pissed, like I was actually upset. But in my mind, I was like, I lost a little bit of respect. And then my friend called me, and then we were talking about the game, and then we went on the Broncos Reddit. I'm not usually on Reddit, but I'm on the Broncos Reddit because I'm upset, and I need to see people also be upset.
Right.
And the big thing with Russell Wilson is "Let's ride." If you know about that, like Broncos country, let's ride. It's so corny, it's so dumb, but he's like Broncos country, let's ride. I saw something that was like Broncos country, let's hide. It was pretty good. Some of these comments, but here's what my other issue is like. All offseason, it's like, oh, Russ is great, Russ is this, Russ is that, and I've always been a little bit. I think he's gonna be a little overrated. He was last night. He actually had some pretty good yardage and some good stats.
So did he do more average?
He had a lot of yards, but there was some stuff that he couldn't control, almost at the goal line. But there were some throws where I'm like, look at the tight end, and he was like not doing it. But yeah, he's over there practicing his handshake and walkout. How about you practice throwing a ball in bounds? You know what I'm saying? His throw to Judy was pretty awesome. The catch by Judy, I mean, because the throw kind of sucked. It was way underthrown. If you put him in stride, it wouldn't even been an issue. But look at dude, the man's like practicing his high five. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are we doing here? So.
What do you mean practicing his high five?
You know, there's a video of him coming out of practice, and he's like, it's so weird, dude. And it was hard
He's
to
practicing like a secret handshake.
like a secret handshake, yeah. And I was like, that's stupid. And then my cousin's like, no, it's not my why. And he's like, because McGregor like reenacts himself taping up his hands. And I'm like, yeah, McGregor's crazy though. So what are we even talking about? But yeah, the game was rough. I mean, I'm watching that game. I'm hoping to see it. I was like texting everybody. My whole day on Monday, I'm at work. People are like, what are you doing? I'm off work. People are like, you got plans? You want to hang? My response has been just, let's ride. You know what I'm saying? That's all I kept saying all day is let's ride. Because I was guaranteed we're going to...
That's not what you were saying.
I didn't say that?
You didn't say that once. Man, this damn... I swear this bug.
Call me out like that.
What?
We got an audience member today. You know what I'm saying?
You know it.
He's just some guy we know in the background right now. You know, he's white. It is what it is.
He's got a smug look on his face.
So here's the thing: is usually this is a 2 Latino house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes 3 if the dad's home.
Mm.
But today we got some white boy in here, bro, and he's just staring at us all European like. No, but it's good though. In case the cops come by, it's nice to have a guy around. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so that was the Monday night for me.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
1 point too. I was like, oh, what happened with that game? 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point. It was in my mind. So before every Bronco game, me and my cousin throw the ball around and we make predictions and throw the ball. Like, if you catch it, this will happen. None of our stuff happened. I was like, if you catch it, we putting up 30. We must have been dropping passes or something. I don't know what was going on.
We're about to have like a Detroit Lions season.
I know. So it's gonna be. I mean, here's the thing: is like, I was like all offseason like, I don't know if Russ gonna be that great. I was still on the Drew camp. Drew would have won that game.
You are joking.
Drew would have won that game.
No, he would not have.
Not with that coaching.
Drew wouldn't win the game, period.
Well, Russ didn't win the game either. So, I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I would have... So, would I rather have had yesterday happen with Russ and lose or put Drew in there and see what happens? I'd rather put Drew in there and see what happens. It was hilarious after the game. So, how we got Russell Wilson, we traded away Drew Lock, some picks, which is the hardest part. Noah Fant, who had a pretty good game, and then Shelby Harris, our defensive tackle. And after the game, they interviewed Shelby Harris, and it was hilarious. Because they were like, those 2 fumbles at the goal line, what was that? And he was like, that's what happens when you trade away your defensive lineman. He looked at the camera, all cool. And they were like, what's this win mean to you? And he said, what's this win mean to me? Let's ride. That's all I got to say. He said, let's ride. And he left. So it was pretty cool.
Wow.
He's like 500 pounds, that guy. I'm just kidding, but he's big.
Yeah, rough time to be a Broncos fan.
Yeah.
Losing to like one of the worst teams in the league.
Not worse. They looked pretty good last night.
Really? Yeah.
I mean,
I know they were pretty bad last year. So.
You know what I'm excited for as they go 7-9 and have 7-10 and don't have a good pick. They don't get a good quarterback, and then Drew might start. So do whatever you want with that stupid team. I don't care. Seattle's gay.
I just can't believe you're still on this Drew Lock thing.
What's the problem?
He's not even on the Broncos anymore.
We can move off Drew Lock.
It is crazy that you're going to claim that Drew Lock would have won that game over Russell.
I was saying I would rather have Drew in there than Russell.
Why?
Because we lost the game anyway.
So you'd rather have lost worse? In a more terrible fashion?
What do you mean, in more terrible fashion? Dude, it wasn't even close. It was like, at no point was like Russ cooking. Russ was playing like a weird style of football that was like, I thought Russ was going to be good. He was playing like some weird style of football that was like making my stomach hurt.
Yeah, Drew was warming the seats the whole time.
Drew was, so a pass went out of bounds, he caught it actually standing up, so. Not warming the seats actually.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, he caught that pass. But let's discuss the sports over the weekend, though. So that happened.
Ugh.
And then let's also discuss the GOAT. You already know who I'm talking about.
Oh, my. I also did not watch that game.
So that game was, it was hard for me to watch that game. Because it was right on when I'm doing some stand-up, you know what I mean? I'm at the rec or whatever. So in between like sets, I had to run outside and watch the game at the bar. Which is kind of annoying because you can't hear anything. Anyway, I'm watching the game at the bar. Actually, it's a pretty sweet bar, though. And the bartender's cool, Drew. Hey, shout out. And then, funny guy. I'm watching the game, and the pass to Julio. Did you see that pass?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Barry's 45 years old, and he like backed up through the ball probably like 57 yards on the money to Julio. It's funny because Julio cut the ball, like fell down. And the way he got up was hilarious because he's getting kind of old. He got up like how you get up when like you had like a big meal, like he kind of got up like that. Like he was like you got to prepare to stand up. He looks hilarious standing up, but I mean it was a great catch, great run. And then the Cowboys, dude. Did you see what happened? Dak hurt his hand. He's gonna be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Like their season's over. Like his hand, he needs surgery. Also, it's hilarious.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so his hand hurts for 6 to 8 weeks.
What happened? He land on it bad?
I don't know what happened.
Someone step on his hand?
I'll be honest, I missed that part because I would in between Cowboys offense, I'd run to the comedy club. Wow. So something happened with his hand, needs surgery. He's out 6 to 8 weeks, and dude, Skip goes on Undisputed, and he's like, he basically said the Cowboys season isn't over. Like, bro, it was over even when Dak was quarterback, and now he ain't even quarterback. Like, what are we talking about?
Injured again. He can't make it a whole
season.
Dude,
they pay him so much money just for him to get injured.
Actually, he played the whole season last year, but major injury, no season, one season, major injury again.
But I like Dak as a dude because, he seems cool, but, like, his brother killed himself, rest in peace. But, it's, he do. But him being injured is just funny to me. I'm not saying it's good, but it's kind of funny.
I think it's funny because all the Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
They go through a horrible season and then they're like make it to the playoffs and they're like, oh, we're back, and
they can't win.
They're not gonna go back.
And it's funny because Micah Parsons is supposed to be on Undisputed every Tuesday. Dude, Micah Parsons is like, he's supposed to be on every Tuesday, like on Undisputed is Skip and Shannon's TV show, and they were like unprecedented move. Micah Parsons is gonna be on every Tuesday, and Micah's like, yeah, buddy, can't wait. That's what he said on Twitter, and then Skip's like, yeah, man, we're gonna be cool. And then Shannon was like, yeah, it's nephew. He calls people nephew. Like, that's kind of cool. He's Uncle Shay Shay. Mm-hmm. And then Pat McAfee show was roasting because they had Rodgers on every Tuesday. Rodgers, who's like, the superstar player. And he was like, unprecedented. We already have this. Anyway, so they're like, unprecedented. We have Micah every Tuesday. And dude, Micah's like girls I text, dude. They just ghosted him. Because he didn't even show up this Tuesday. And it's funny because he's
supposed to be the first Tuesday?
The first Tuesday, this Tuesday. And they say they messaged him and he didn't even responded. We know something about that, you know what I'm saying? The guy over there, he can't get a date either. It's rough out there for him, brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't. We can't get second. Let's get that out of the way. The first date, that can happen. The second date, that's a rough one. That's when they meet your personality, and that's never good.
I heard he's got another one Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a text back anyway. So Michael was like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And then, dude, they had to come on the show today, and Skip had to be like, I don't know what happened, but we messaged him, messaged his people, no one even responded. He's not. We hope maybe in the future he shows up.
Oh, man.
Like, you know when, like, you're texting a girl and you're like, you free Sunday? And she's like, yeah. And, like, Sunday comes, you're like, we still on? And then she's like, oh, I'm busy today, actually. And you're like, you free any other day? And they just leave you unopened. You know about that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I get it.
Anyway. So that's kind of like that with Michael Parsons.
But that is funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's like an actual, like a, what do you call it? Like a cable show, right?
It's on Fox Sports 1. It's like the highest ratings on that show. It gets crazy ratings. And Shannon Sharp's like super entertaining. He's cool. I like his podcast, Uncle Shay's, something like that. I don't know. House of Shay Shay. I don't know. He's an ex-Bronco, so I like Shannon Sharp. He's a Hall of Famer. But yeah, he just didn't show up. That's so funny to me. When I saw that on Twitter or whatever, it was just, I was dying. It just at the face, because Skip's a big Cowboys fan. Michael Parsons is the Cowboys' best player. And he got to just be like, he ain't responded to me. You know what I mean? It's just rough out there, you know. But so yeah, that's going on there. Also, the one-handed catch by Evans in the game.
I do think I saw that.
Yeah.
He was like falling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like all the way back.
Falling, one-handed catch. People are saying push off. Typical Cowboys fans can't accept defeat, you know?
It's a classic.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that they're going to suck this season.
Me too. I mean, Cowboys. We have a friend, you know, Kyle. He's a Cowboys fan, and he was making fun of the Broncos. I'm like, dude, for losing. I'm like, dude, the Cowboys. You're lucky you're gonna get 7 wins this season. Seriously, like, I don't even want to hear it because they're about to go 0-3. Like they're about to go like 0-7. Cooper Rush.
What's
I mean,
their next lineup actually? Do you want to look at the next week stuff?
I'll see what they got. I mean,
Cooper Rush is that guy that won that one game, right? Like the backup or something.
Yeah, he won the game against the Vikings, which is pretty good. So they play Bengals. They're gonna lose. With the Giants, I mean, who knows? With the Commanders, who knows?
They got a weak schedule.
Playing the Rams, they might lose. Eagles probably lose. Lions, I hope Lions actually had a really good game. They put 35 points against the Eagles.
I saw that.
It's crazy.
They still can't win.
Still can't win. Yeah, so actually their schedule looks pretty easy actually. Not gonna lie. But I mean, it is what it is. Broncos play Texans next, so should win that game. You know,
yeah.
I like Davis Mills, but like, come on.
That was a tie for them, right?
Yeah, I hate how there's ties in the NFL.
I think that's so stupid. You should play until someone wins.
I hate seeing the 0-1. It's like, come on. It should be the way college works. It's so. I mean, maybe not, because then there should be some separation between the two sports. But I don't know. I hate the fact that I have to see like, what's the record for the Colts, and the season's gonna be like 7-9-1, and I'm gonna be like, ugh, hate that one.
I think they really need to get rid of like ties.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so stupid.
Yeah, I almost choked on my water right there. That actually hurt a lot. But yeah, so that was when that happened. I was yelling at my TV. My dad was yelling. I was on the phone yelling. I couldn't text my cousin because he was behind.
It was getting crazy in that house.
It was getting crazy in the house. My dogs were going crazy because they don't like the yelling.
I heard the people below me, like in the morning. I woke up to them yelling. I don't know what game they were watching, but they were going crazy.
When was this?
On Sunday.
Oh, really?
Sunday morning, I woke up and they were like, I could hear them jumping up and down below me, shaking my house.
Were they watching the Raiders Chargers?
I have no idea what game they were watching.
I mean,
it was an early game. It wasn't a late game.
Oh, maybe they were watching Niners Bears. I don't know. Who knows what they were watching? But I mean, football. It's like I saw a tweet. It was like ready to have my team's ready to have a random $1 billion organization determine my mood for the next couple of weeks. And I was like, I can relate to that. It's weird. Like, I'm a big Bronco fan, but it's hard to watch the Broncos with all like the mistakes they make, like not picking up Von Miller, who's like my guy, you know. Always like my favorite player growing up. And we didn't even resign him. We got Randall Gregory, who had a good play. He stripped the ball. But it's like watching Vaughn like ball out with two other teams, and then like not sign him. I'm like, ugh. So Broncos like may do things where I'm like, come on. So sometimes I'll be watching like Tom Brady on the Tampa Bay Bucks, and I'll just be like, this is how a team looks. It's just nice to watch Brady throw the ball. Versus Russell Wilson. I don't know. He keeps underthrowing. I've been watching like, everyone's like, oh, Russ is doing great. But every time I watch him throw and highlights, I'm always like, he is always kind of underthrowing a little bit. Which is annoying because, I mean, better than overthrowing Trey Lance. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a rough week in I'll be honest. The first Sunday back football was so underwhelming as a football fan.
I just thought it was crazy no one could make a kick.
That was actually a good game. I mean, here's the thing though. I like games when they're like good. Like I know the game was close and it was like this is crazy. I like when games are crazy because of how good the teams are playing, not because like these teams suck so bad. You know.
I do kind of like watching terrible teams though when they play each other.
I know, but the problem is those teams aren't terrible. That's one of the issues. They're good teams playing terribly, and that's hard to watch because you're like Joe Burrow. Why are you throwing 4 picks and fumbling?
No, I mean like legitimately bad teams playing each other.
Yeah. Like I mean, I know Eagles are supposed to be good this season, but watching Eagles and Lions is kind of fun. Them just throwing numbers on each other. It's like watching 2 special needs kids fight. You know.
Yeah, it's like they're giving it their best.
Exactly. So I mean, it was as underwhelming as a sports fan because I feel like all the teams are still rusty. I can't wait for like week 5 when teams actually know what they're doing. Like even watching the Packers play bad, I was kind of like ugh. Watching
who the Chargers playing next week? I gotta see. I actually want to. Oh wait, they're playing Thursday, aren't they?
I think so.
Oh damn.
Chargers? I mean, Chargers. Chargers are just one of those teams to me that they are playing Thursday. They're playing Chiefs, so they might lose that game.
Oh come on! I think they got Chargers are pretty good.
I know. I mean, I remember on the first episode of this, I was roasting the Chiefs, saying Chiefs are gonna be last, and I was like, Mahomes, he's good, but he ain't got it. Now I'm like, Mahomes still got it. They're gonna be number 1. Chargers gonna be 2. Raiders gonna be 3rd. Broncos gonna be 4th. I'm already overreacting. It's overreaction. I'm overreacting to the Broncos.
It's time to tank.
It's not even just time to tank. We can't even tank because our first pick goes to the Seahawks.
Oh,
we can't even tank.
They gave up first pick.
First, second, and third, I think.
Oh my god.
I think actually our first, a second, and then next year's first. I swear that's what we.
They gave up that many picks for
a guy that won't let go 5 yards when the game's on the line. I don't understand what we're doing here. I mean, it just makes no sense. Why would we not go for that thing? I was watching that and I was like, "There's no way Hackett is." You know, in the beginning, I was like, "Hackett's awesome. He's a Star Wars fan." Typical Star Wars fans, bro. Don't know what they're doing, bro. How about you go get some pussy?
Yeah, okay.
No, but Star Wars fan. I mean, he's in my mind all offseason. I was like, I hope we get Hackett. And after one game, I'm like, why didn't we get Kevin O'Connell, dude? The Rams offensive coordinator, who with the Vikings did numbers.
Is he the new head coach?
Wrong girl texting. You know when like you get talking to a couple women and then when you
still
don't
got one sock on?
What's the problem? Here's the thing. My. Here's the thing with the one sock is, so I got some fucked up feet. I don't know what's.
There we go.
So I got some bad feet, and my pinky toe. So most nails go like this, they go up. My pinky toe goes like this, goes sideways. So once in a while it gets clipped, and I have one trying to go up. So it's like like the riffs in the water and that make waves. It's like that with my feet. So I had a big problem. It was really hurting. I needed toenail clippers, and he took about 25 minutes to give me toenail clippers. That's why my sock's off.
You couldn't put the sock back on after you did it.
It's by my shoe.
I literally threw you the sock.
Take the second sock off.
What? Don't take both socks. Oh my god.
Yeah. So now 2 socks are off, and it feels a lot better because it's kind of hot outside. We're in a little bit of a heat wave right now. If you're not aware, the heat wave.
It is steaming in here.
It's a little steaming.
But I'm fine with it.
And I burnt my hand today at work, so I mean it is what it is.
Do you want to go through all the games for next week?
Yeah, make our predictions.
Yeah.
All right, let's make. Oh yeah, we'll start with Thursday.
Yep.
So we're recording this, as I said in the beginning, Tuesday.
Yep. It is in fact a Tuesday.
It is in fact a Tuesday.
We did another one a few days ago, but I don't think we're ever gonna get that one out.
Yeah,
that's never gonna see the light of day.
That one's just never. It's not that it was
pretty bad too. I was eating food. It was a whole thing.
He was eating food. We were door dashing. I said something illegal at one point. Not like that could get me in trouble, but that like jail time illegal. So.
I don't know why you're saying that again.
I'm not saying what I was talking about, but like Al Capone up in here, bro. I'm joking.
All right, so we got Chargers Chiefs on Thursday.
Okay, Chargers Chiefs. What are your predictions for that game? Just give me a score.
Chargers 34.
Oh my goodness.
Chiefs 27.
It's such a dumb score, bro.
I don't know what score.
28-27 Chargers.
Really, 1 pointer.
1 point. Wait, no. 29-27 Chiefs on a game-winning drive field goal. That's my prediction. They win on the game-winning field goal. All right. So next game. Also, I think. No, never mind. Next game's Patriots Steelers.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Patriots are going to win that one. Score... I don't know. They put up, 7 points? They put down 1 touchdown for them.
Steelers got good D, too.
I actually don't know. 14 to 10?
I was going to say something like that, but I'll be a little different. I'm going to say 13-14 Steelers.
Wow, you really like these close games, huh?
I think that, I'm not going to go close for some games, but those games, I'm going to say 13-14. The 2 bad offenses, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like a really boring game.
I'm not going to watch.
I'm not watching that.
All right, Panthers-Giants.
Yeah.
Baker's back. He sucked. Just kidding. He had a pretty good fourth quarter against the Browns.
Oh, 1 quarter's not going to cut it.
Yeah, that's the difference between me and Baker, bro. Like, you put me in a game, I'll give you 3 quarters of magic, and my fourth quarter will just be like, if you when you die, that 10 minutes before you die, you know when you die, that 10 minutes before you die, honestly, that's how I perform in the fourth quarter. Like, it's out of this world.
What do you even mean? What are you saying? Right
you know when you die, your brain releases many chemicals, and you live very vroom for 10 minutes.
Okay.
That's how I play in the fourth quarter.
I don't care.
That's how I describe it. That's how I would describe it. So, Panthers, Giants, you go first.
Man. How did the Giants even do? I don't even
know.
They're
1-0. Both teams are Giants are 1-0. Panthers are 0-1.
Who Giants played first week? Let's see.
Titans, and then won.
Titans. By 1 point. Wow.
These close games, dude.
So many close games right now. I'm going to say Giants.
I'm going to say Panthers I'm saying Panthers are back. Baker's all like, oh man, he's upset.
He's going to be upset.
28.
He's going to hurt his arm again.
Yeah, probably. 28-16 Panthers.
28-16 Panthers?
Yep. Well, here's why I do close games is every team garbage time points these days to the point where it's almost close.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
It's like this Colts-Jags game is going to be a bore fest. Oh, man. Colts-Jags is going to suck. If you're watching Colts-Jags, just jerk off instead. Dude. What are we even talking about?
Anything else?
Jerking off would be more useful to the society than you watching the Colts-Jags game. Seriously, bro. At least you won't be so angry the whole day.
The only enjoyment I get is watching the Jags suck and watching Trevor Lawrence just get sacked.
I know.
Constantly.
Watching it pulled down by that hair of his. Ugh. And his weird face. I don't know how to describe it. Punchable.
But honestly, I think the Jags will win. I think the Colts kind of...
I hope Colts lose because
they really just ruined their season last year. Mm-hmm. I don't think they deserve to go into the playoffs.
Yeah, they lost. They lost last year to the Jags.
Yep. So
I'm roasting Trevor Lawrence, but he is on my fantasy team as my flex quarterback in a different league. So I do hope Jags win. I'm gonna say 31-24 Jags. All right, Dolphins Ravens. That's gonna be a good game. That might be the first. That's okay. Dolphins. That's good.
I'm just going Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Ravens for sure. That's not even a joke to me. Ravens. I'm gonna say Ravens win. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a game where people are like, "Damn, Lamar is back." I'm gonna say 41 Ravens.
Oh, wow.
To 28 Dolphins. I think Lamar has that game where people are like, "All right, all right." Bucks Saints. Here's the thing with the Bucks and the Saints. They both want to know. The Saints notoriously have beaten Tom Brady 4-0 since he's been a Buck in the regular season. So it's like his kryptonite is the Saints almost.
You think he's gonna lose again?
That's where I'm like, but they don't got Sean Payton no more. And last week they almost lost to the Mariota Falcons. They were down by 16 in the fourth quarter, came back and won.
That's a classic Falcons.
Classic Falcons. They love to have a lead and never use it. So I'm thinking, even though I think this is the day.
I don't know if that actually worked, but
I think this is the day the Bucks actually can beat the Saints. But I think Brady has another slow game. I think he's still getting back into shape. 23-21 on a game-winning drive by Tom Brady.
I think you're just being blinded by being a Tom Brady fan.
21-23.
I think they're losing again.
What's the score?
He's going 0-5 against the Saints.
Damn, 0-5? Wait, are they home? They're at New Orleans. All right, maybe. They give 2 away games to the GOAT. What are they doing, bro? Give him some treatment.
He's going to probably... What is the first 3 away, and then they're going to get 3 at home?
I have really no idea how it works in football with that stuff. But yeah, so I think in 23-21, I think he has a 180-yard game up until the final drive where he just goes 80 yards.
Wasn't the game between them last year he just did nothing?
Yeah, he got shut out. Well, he
did get shut out, right?
But they lost 9-0.
Oh, okay.
He put his team in position to kick a field goal, and then they missed. so it wouldn't have been a blowout, which would have got if he would have made that field goal, he would have won MVP that year. But everybody kept talking about the MVP don't get blown out. How about he makes a motherfucking kick? Because if they missed the kick on Sunday, Aaron Rodgers ain't got no points either. What are we talking? Actually, they got 7 points. Whatever.
Yeah.
In the last year.
Man, this thing. There we go.
So I'm thinking though, it's 21-20, but here's what happened. It's happened before where Tom Brady has been driving against the Saints and he threw a pick on the final drive, which doesn't happen much to the GOAT. But
I feel like every time I watch Tom Brady play, he always throws a pick. I don't know why.
how about you stop watching him play then? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna be watching this game then. I'm making sure he loses.
Yeah, the game's at 10 a.m. Ain't no motherfucking way he waking up. So I think we're good there.
Okay, wait, is it actually at 10 a.m.?
It is at 10 a.m.
Oh man.
This ain't no mom is he waking up.
I'm gonna wake up with some good news. Commanders Lions.
Commanders
watching
Lions. Who is watching?
All right.
If you're watching Commanders Lions, you need to go watch the guy I told to go jerk off because that would be more useful than actually watching this stupid game.
Commanders are gonna win 27-24. Lions are gonna lose by another field goal.
They miss.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is I like Dan Campbell. I like Lions. I like Hard Knocks.
I feel bad for them.
I want Lions to win, but Commanders have been looking all right, and Wentz did have a good game. But as a man who loves the underdog, I pick Lions. 31-29. Game-winning field goal, though.
Wow. The other way around, huh?
Other way around. I'm going a lot of game-winning field goals today, but
The only thing that annoys me about the Commanders, they don't have a logo yet.
they're just a
They
W.
have, what, 2 years to think of a logo?
It's true. I mean, Commanders. I mean, there's so many cool names they could have gone with. I can't believe they went the Commanders.
Weren't they going to go with a different one? What was the other one?
The Senators.
Was it?
I don't know.
It was some naval kind of thing.
Oh. Probably some. I don't know.
It sounded way better than this, but...
Yeah, Commanders. I mean, it looks NFL, but it looks hockey almost. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
Seahawks 49ers. Sadly, I think Seahawks win.
Really?
They have not lost to the 49ers in like 8 years.
Straight?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now they got Trey Lance at quarterback. You see Trey versus Fields? He looked like a motherfucking joke. He looked bad out there, dude. I mean, I like his thing. I like Lance because I liked him out of college, especially. It was fun. I didn't like Fields come out of college. I loved Lance come out of college. Now they're both starting. They're both playing kind of mid, but I just love watching Fields play. Like Lance, he's playing too much. Like he don't know what he's doing. He played too much. Like here's my problem with Lance. Is he younger than me? I think. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with Lance being.
A problem with people who are younger than you being in the NFL?
Yeah, I got a problem playing quarterback for the Niners. That's like my dream. I love that team. I don't actually love the team. I love the logo of the team. And I like the team in like.
The Niners do week 1. They won.
They lost to the Bears. They lost to the Fields.
Would they lose like low score?
19-10, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a rough game. I also have Deebo Samuel. I'm a big Deebo Samuel fan. Actually, maybe the game will be kind of close because Deebo Samuel. I think he. Here's my thing: as I don't want Seahawks fans to be happy because they're like, as long as we beat the Broncos and beat the 49ers twice, we can go 3-14 and be happy. I want them not to be happy, so I'm gonna say, Niners win. I'm gonna say 20-13. 20-13 Niners.
I'll say Niners are gonna win. I'm not sure about the score. Maybe. I'm expecting another low-scoring game. I feel like do the Seahawks have any good offense at all? I feel like.
I mean, I don't think so.
They both ended pretty low.
Minus 12 yards in the second half against the Broncos. By the way.
Yeesh.
So we made a good adjustment on defense. We got this guy on defense. I like our coordinator. I forget his name, but he's a cool coordinator.
It's gonna be a horrible game. 10-7.
Oof. I can see it though. I can see it.
Boring, dragged out game you've ever watched.
I can see it. Falcons Rams. This is like like every week someone has like the lock of the week. 49ers, Niners, Rams, Falcons, lock it down. Rams victory. I mean, there's no way they're losing the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be Cooper Kupp the whole game.
I guess
He's gonna win.
Yeah, I would say this game is gonna be about 38-10. Before garbage time.
After that week 1 loss, they gotta do something.
Like 38-10 real, but then in garbage time it might be like 38-24 and people are like, oh, they got kind of close. No, it was 38-10 until they started playing back. 38-10 is my prediction.
Yeah, easy Rams win.
Easy Rams win. Lock
Hopefully,
it down.
if they lose, I'm gonna have some concern.
If I was in Vegas and I had my MGM card on me right now, I would put money on this game. It's the only way I could describe this game. And I would not want Dylan betting because when we're in Vegas and I'm betting with Dylan, we always lose. This is what it is. He sucks at sports betting. All right. Cardinals Raiders.
I'm gonna say Cardinals losing.
Really?
Yeah.
They did get smoked by the Chiefs. I don't think Cardinals lose. I think Here's my prediction.
I only want them to lose because then I like seeing Kyler Murray just throw a fit.
Yeah.
He's like gets all pissed off.
Because he's like my height. He's like this. Like he's like.
It's just so funny.
Yeah. So I think the score. Here's my prediction for the score. Is gonna be 31-28 is the score. Now I don't know who wins. But I know the score. 31-28. Don't know the winner. I'm gonna say. I don't think Cardinals go 0-2. I think they go 1-1. But I don't think Raiders go 0-2 either. I'm gonna say Cardinals win.
I think Raiders are winning.
All right. Now the game everybody's gonna be watching: Texans Broncos.
Yeah, the game the whole nation's tuning in.
I will be at the bar watching this game with my friend Thomas. That's
Texans
all I know.
winning 20-19.
What? Huh? You are joking right now, bro. I don't even start. Texans are gonna. They ain't winning nothing but longest neck award goes to Davis Mills, bro. I mean, and dude got to wear some turtlenecks. Texans Broncos. My prediction for the score, like for real. This is a bounce back game. Everybody plays great after a blowout, or not a blowout, an embarrassing loss like that was against Seattle on Monday Night Football. 125 games. Nah. Russ ain't got to be all emotional and crying like he probably do. He a little corny. He probably cries after banging Ciara. You know, I bet he does. And then, so I'm gonna say it is gonna be a bounce back, 35-21 game. Maybe the garbage time they get some points, but 35-21 Broncos.
Nah, I think Broncos losing. It's just gonna be a heartbreaking defeat for the whole fan base.
If we lose this game, there will be.
Denver's gonna be on fire.
I think Hackett might get shot. Like it's gonna be rough out there. Like I would be like if Hackett loses this game against the Texans off some dumb play call, dude, it's hilarious. He did a post game press conference, whatever you call it, and then this is today. Yesterday he was like, we thought we had a better chance to field goal than go for 4th or 5, whatever. Today he's like, yeah, looking back on the tape, probably should have gone for the 4th or 5. That was the guy. He's like, probably should have gone for 4th and 5 in hindsight. He said in hindsight. As a coach, you don't know hindsight, bruh. Anyway, I think if he makes some dumb mistake that gets them the loss against the motherfucking Texans, who everybody's predicting is going to be the worst team in the league, by the way. After we already lost, people are predicting the worst team in the league. The Seahawks. Coward said Seahawks would be the worst team in the league. We lost. He said Broncos are going to be the best team in the league. What happened? Coward, how about you stop talking about the Broncos? I like your show because it's fun to watch and you're like entertaining to listen to. But stop the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Stop jinxing me.
Keep jinxing it. I love watching the Broncos lose. It's so funny.
So my thinking is Texans. If we lose to the Texans, Hackett better wear a body vest like around Denver, bro. Don't show up to El Ranchito in Denver looking like that. Colfax, that's the motherfucking place. People are always asking me like where my dad like kind of was area in Denver. I'm always like, it's near somewhere. I came in there, I'm like, it starts to see, and they're always like, blah, blah, and they say, like, that place a shooting happened. But I'm like, no, it starts to see. It was motherfucking Colfax. That's right. Colfax. All right, cool.
Was Bengals Cowboys next?
Bengals
have to win.
I'm going to say Bengals win, and I'm going to say the game be... Bengals are going to have, like, a big 45-point game. It's going to be like a game where, like, if you play Burrow and Jamar in fantasy on Sunday,
it's gonna be one of those games.
You might as well just like lock up the week. It's gonna be that game. I mean, Cowboys got an alright D, but 45-20 is the score.
Same thing with the Broncos here. I want to see the Cowboys fan base just like go into flames. Yeah. Especially them because they're the most obnoxious fans, so it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Actually, are they?
Cowboys? Yes.
Yeah.
They're the worst fans in the league. Boston. I mean, New England fans are also annoying, but. You get to be annoying when you have the GOAT.
New England's annoying. Bills, but they just kind of break a bunch of tables or something. So
Bills fans are fun, though. They're kind of like, they're wild boys, bro. Hanging out with Bills fans like hanging out with Gage junior year. You know? It's just a wild time. Anyway,
let's see.
Bears-Packers is the next game. Now, so the locks of the week, I have my Falcons-Rams being the lock of the week. This is close to being a lock, but it's not quite a lock. It's the only issue. I would say...
Another poor effort from Packers?
No, I think Packers are going to win. I don't think Bears. I think it's gonna be like it's almost a guaranteed win, but it's gonna be close. You know, it's gonna be like 25. Weird numbers. 25-17 Packers, I think, and I think Bears can't get it done on the final drive, or maybe they score, they can't get a 2-point conversion, 23-25 or 25-17. Either way, Packers are winning, and Rodgers doesn't have a great week, but he has like he goes on Aaron. He goes on McAfee on Tuesday, and he's like, yeah, wins a win. You know what I mean? He says something like that.
Yeah,
wins a win.
He had to go on what today?
He went today. He just said you move on. You know what I mean?
Well, obviously. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You lost.
Yeah.
pretty terribly too.
Vikings look good this year. I mean, people were giving Irvin shit for saying Vikings are gonna be good. He's so far looking pretty all right. All right, Titans, Bills. So what do you say for Bears, Packers?
Packers.
Packers.
I pray that the Packers are gonna win. If they lose to the Bears,
Well, Bears are 1-0 and Packers are 0-1.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I think Fields against a good team, he don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Nope.
All right. So now we're back. You're saying What's your score for the Packers game?
23-17.
Okay. Kind of similar to mine, but a little different. All right, Titans, Bills. This is another one of those games I'm almost certain Bills will win.
They look real good.
Bills look good, and they got Von Miller, who's like the GOAT of defense.
I don't know why he's got that triangle on his head, though.
What do you mean?
You not see that?
Oh, he posted something about it on Twitter. There's a reason he has it. I'm
triangle.
gonna figure it out.
He got a haircut, but it's just a little triangle on the back.
Von Miller. The triangle means something. What's it mean? A triangle represents manifestation, enlightenment, revelation, and a higher perspective. This sounds like something your girlfriend wrote. It is often used to mark the cycles of growth that led to a higher state of being. Spiritually, it represents a path towards enlightenment or connection to an omnipresent being. Energetically, triangles direct energy and power in the direction which they had point. Yeah, so I mean, that's a lot of reading for me right there.
I saw some post on Instagram where it's like a fake news article. It's like Von Miller has joined the Illuminati.
I think you sent me that. That was funny.
It is funny.
But so yeah, I mean, Titans, Bills. That's Monday night.
I think that's probably
two Monday night football games: Bills, Titans, and Vikings, Eagles.
There's no way.
Yeah, that's weird. Because those are both good games.
I just don't believe that.
Nah, look at it.
Are you sure you're reading it wrong?
I mean, I'm looking at.
Whoa. Why is there 2 Monday night games?
I think they do that before there's no buys because nobody really gets buys like week 5.
That's weird.
Yeah. So anyway, Titans, Bills. I say Bills win.
Bills are gonna have a big score.
Here's my problem though. Like I drafted Derrick Henry in fantasy and he's not been. It's been rough out there. But Bills, I think Bills are gonna have like a crazy game. I think Bills will probably end up winning. How much they put up in their first game? They put up like 38.
Yeah, I was gonna go like 45. 45. 21.
I'm gonna get wild here. 51.
Wow.
38. Just so, because that way I need Titans to keep scoring, so Bills will keep scoring. So 51-38.
I mean, it is the Titans though. They're not a bad team.
They're not bad, but I think 51-38. It's gonna be like a game where people are like, game of the year. It's Monday Night Football. It's going to be high scoring. We're going to get a game of the year people talking about. I think Henry has a big game. I think Allen has a big game. And Diggs has a huge game. Mm-hmm. All right, Vikings, Eagles. I think you go first.
Vikings, Eagles.
Vikings look better than the Eagles. I'll say that much.
I didn't see much of the Vikings game.
It was the only game I could get on. I mean, I could get that one, the Chargers game. I mostly watch highlights for the rest of the games that I can't get on my thing. But I got the Vikings game, so I watched a lot of that one.
And the Eagles did look good, but they were against Detroit. So.
Yeah, and they put up 38 points, though. That's my thing. But then Vikings put up points against the Packers.
They put up 38, but Detroit also put up 35, so it wasn't like it was a blowout and they were dominating the game.
They were up 38, 38-14, and then out of nowhere, it could have been garbage time touchdowns. Who knows?
I'll say the Vikings are gonna win. Mainly because I feel like all Minnesota teams, they have amazing first half of their seasons, and then they kind of fall off.
That is true. Yeah, Vikings are definitely going to win. I'm not definitely, but I think Vikings win. These are two offense teams. Actually, the defense for the Vikings is pretty good, actually. I'm going to say the Vikings actually win.
I think it's
pretty good. I'm going to say 36-24.
I was going to say like 35-28 or something like that. So same
35-24. 35-24. I think there's not going to be many field goals, I don't think. Those are my predictions for the week. We'll see how those look on Tuesday. I think that's our new thing is record Tuesday.
Do Tuesday?
Record Tuesday when the game's done and make predictions.
Do Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday when we have like...
Right before the week starts.
And then come back and talk about the weekend. Yeah.
Man. Oh, and you were talking earlier about like getting upset at a sports team. Like it just changes your mood for a certain amount of months. Just wait until hockey starts.
That's going to be...
Oh my god. 82 games of suffering.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. For you. Oh,
just imagine Ducks, same start, amazing first half.
Troy Terry setting records.
Everyone's talking about the Ducks.
Yeah.
All-Star break, they come back, 11 straight losses.
It's not like the Angels, bro. Anaheim got that curse.
Oh my god. Don't even get me started on the Angels. I'm still watching their games like, okay, if they win, hypothetically, if they win every game, would they make the playoffs still? They're not eliminated.
That's always a rough time being a fan. You were like, we're not eliminated. We just got to play perfect.
Yeah, it literally just have to win every single game left in the season.
Yeah.
Which is just not going to happen.
It's obviously not going to happen.
They already, since I was thinking that, they've already lost like 2 or 3 games.
Oh, really? If I was Otani, I'd be out of there next.
Trout's home in 6 straight games, though.
Really?
Or 7 straight, actually.
That's pretty good.
The all-time record is 8.
Does he want to make the playoffs, though? Like, what is he doing? If I was him or Otani, I'd be like, I'm a Mets. I'm a Yankee.
Yankees it's too easy though.
It's cool though.
Because they're such a big market, they could literally just buy every single good player in the league if it was allowed.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, ready to end this thing?
Yeah, I think we're done here.
All right, this is our first outro.
Yeah, it's about time.
Right.
That's just gonna be a fade to black in mid conversation.
Thanks for watching. I'm Jake. This is Dylan. Ignorant Sports
we'll
Podcast.
Be back next week to see how terribly wrong our predictions are,
or how amazingly right I was, and how terribly wrong he was, because I was actually pretty alright.
If one of us gets one game exactly right, I'll be blown away.
Now we might get some victories right, but if we get a score right, I think we might get a score right and the game winner wrong, which would still be cool.
No, but if we get a prediction on point, start betting on our predictions.
Yeah, start betting on our predictions.
At least one of those games is gonna be right.
They will be. All right, well, that is it.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, as they say.
Yeah.
That felt dirty.
I don't like the sound of that.
Don't like the sound. All right.
Just
do it.
yeah. Work.